Bushnell, performance is the only thing. Federal Premium Ammunition, surgical precision, terminal results. Savage Arms, better come standard. Gold Tip, start tough, stay true. And these other fine sponsors. This week, Dean and Kent are in the Limpopo province of South Africa, hunting with good friend Jan Duplessis of Select Safaris. The Limpopo province is also known as the Great North due to its beauty and diverse landscapes. To the Africans, the area consists of high veld and low veld, meaning the uncultivated habitat of thinly forested mountains and lower elevation grasslands. For this reason, the Limpopo province is considered the hunting capital of South Africa. Select Safaris has over 20 years' experience in the area and offers a full luxury service to make your safari a memory of a lifetime. The camp provides you with a cultural experience of thatched roofs, local game meets, outdoor dining, entertaining in the Lapa, all while being located in the heart of the African wilds. So let's head to Select Safaris and join Kent and Dean at the birthplace of hunting, the dark continent of Africa.
Hi folks, first of all, Kent and I would like to say welcome to episode 1 of season 6. This week we're going after Africa's largest antelope species, the eland.
Yes, they're a large animal, they're challenging to hunt. We're going to be hunting in the bushveld of South Africa, so let's get out in the field, see how we make out. So Jan, this morning we're going to be looking for eland. What can we look for to tell whether it's a good bull or not?
Well, first you look at the size. I mean, the bull is quite a bit bigger than the female.
Yeah.
Normally they're darker color.
Okay.
But the main thing we're looking for is that hair in front of the head.
The
we
tuft.
call it the tuft. Yeah. So, and that's what we're after.
Okay, good.
And normally a bull with that tuft, have a good size horns as well.
Yeah.
And and if you can get a combination with good horns and a tuft, then
You've got a real
it's
trophy.
a bonus. Yeah.
Now, are they a pretty wary animal?
They're very wary.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be a lot of tracking this morning. So you'll see on the tracks, and their size track is also much bigger than the cows, so you can determine if there's a bull in it.
Yeah.
And then we'll get on it, see if it's fresh, and go after it.
Well, that's great. Beautiful day for tracking, I think.
Yeah. It's almost time to get rid of this light jacket. Beautiful weather.
You bet. Well, dreaming about this hunt for a long time, so I'm pretty excited this morning.
Well, let's see what we can do.
You bet.
Well, that was a couple young kudu bull. Jan says they're just a little bit away from being trophies. He says we can do better than those. Again, with the amount of species we have on our list and the amount of species that are here, anything could happen. We're targeting eland, but kudu, gemsbok, anything could come out at any time. So we've got some big bull tracks here at the watering hole. What are we going to do?
I think Samuel's have a direction on them.
Okay.
I think we'll drive a little more and see if we can see where they go into a block, drive around it and locate them.
Okay.
And then we'll go in on foot and track them.
Okay, super.
Yeah, we'll follow up on that.
I'm looking forward to this.
Stay tuned for more hunting action with Bushnell's Trigger Effect after this commercial break.
I won't pretend to like your cat. And you don't know it yet, but I'm not going to your friend's wedding in November.
No, I don't want to see this in pink.
I will not be home Halloween weekend, and the lawn is not getting mowed after October 1st.
For those who live to hunt and refuse to compromise, the new Trophy and Trophy Extreme rifle scopes, featuring the brightness of optics costing hundreds more and the industry's finest no questions asked lifetime warranty, only by Bushnell.
Hunters aren't just hunters. We're dedicated parents, employees who work late, citizens who serve our communities. When we hunt, we need ammunition we can count on as much as people count on us. New Federal Non-Typical from America's #1 rifle ammunition brand. It's perfectly tuned to the needs of avid deer hunters who put all they are into everything they do. 30 million whitetails, 17 million hunters, one ammunition.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Hunting Consultants Plus, more than just a booking agency. Now, let's return to the action with Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
Well, we're just coming up Samuel and Jan was part of a big fresh bull track that had crossed the road. Looks like we might have spooked him, so we're gonna go on foot from here, see if we can't close the distance on a big eland bull.
Single bull is running on this other herd's tracks. Okay. And he's trying to catch up with them, then there will be more. Okay. Eland together. It's normally what they do. That would be good for us and give us more choice. Yeah. But this is a big bull as well. Yeah.
Up on a herd of blesbuck. We knew the eland bull was fairly close, and as we tried to get around the blesbuck, they kind of got up and ran, and it looks like they spooked the bull that we're tracking. So we're going to try and get back on his track and close some more distance.
Well, that big old eland bull gave us a slip. He doubled back on us. We're right now, this is his freshest track. He's heading back into the timber behind us, going across this kind of open corner. What we're going to do is we're going to go collect up our vehicle, see if we can't cut his track fresher, and then get back on the trail and see if we can't get this big guy.
So we're heading back in on foot, see if we can't catch up to these eland bull.
Cows.
The Canadian Wild Turkey Federation is proud to present Turkey Talk.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I joined the Canadian Wild Turkey Federation because I love spending time with my dad in the outdoors. The CWTF has a lot of opportunities for kids to learn more about safe hunting in the outdoors. Watch for Kids Like Us events in your area.
Bushnell's Trigger Effect will return shortly after this commercial break.
For unmatched vein clearance, for drag that doesn't sacrifice speed, for group size reductions of up to 75%. Gold Tip introduces Valkyrie with Factory 4 Fletch. Its accuracy to the 4th power. Valkyrie with Factory 4 Fletch, only from Gold Tip.
Hunting requires adapting. From the shot you planned to the one you didn't expect. Nothing adapts your shot like the Trigger Stick series. Monopod, bipod, and tripod, all engineered for smooth, accurate adjustments. Short sticks for the ground and kneeling. Tall sticks for the chair and standing. Just squeeze the trigger and adjust. Adapt with accuracy with the Trigger Stick series from Primos. Speak the language.
This segment is brought to you by Westside Stores, your outdoor sports authority. Now, back to Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
Well, it's our third morning for eland. We've got lots of different species we can go after. There's great impala here in the same property, possibly even a steenbuck. You never know what's going to pop up. Warthog. But we're targeting eland again this morning. We've seen some really good bulls, just haven't got there. We are so close to putting one of these big beasts down, but it's South Africa. You can never know what's going to happen. So, looking like a great morning. It's cool again, but there's no clouds. The sun's going to warm things up here right away, so we'll be back on the chase.
Yeah, beautiful day.
Yeah. Well, once again, we've got another game plan for the eland. We're going back to that little temporary blind that we made the other day. We've got some trackers on some bull tracks, and they're going to try and move these eland by us, so hopefully we can get a shot at one of these big mature eland bulls.
Right, coming this way. Okay. The one in the front.
One in the front,
yeah.
Okay. Wow, that happened quick. Two bulls come right by us, and I heard that bullet hit.
Yeah, no, that bullet hit, and he gave that good buck.
He gave that good buck. That was a good shoulder shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll just have to follow up and see what we see. About time.
That is exciting. Those are big animals.
Yeah.
Wow. My heart's racing.
Lethbridge College proudly presents Conservation Connection.
Thanks for joining us this week on Conservation Connection here at Lethbridge College. Today joining me is John Dirksen, and we're going to talk a little bit about self-education as sportsmen. What is the importance of self-education?
Self-education, first of all, is not educating about yourself, but it's actually educating yourself so you have the initiative to learn more about the resource. And then the importance of that is not only finding out more about your quarry, whatever it is you're hunting, fishing, but finding about what your impact is on the environment when you're going out and hunting or fishing.
Can you give me an example of how it's important?
Actually, a good example, you might not think, but when you're hunting, you might be using a boat. You might be using off-road vehicle, and you might come in contact with, rivers, streams, lakes, and things like that. And so nowadays, too, we've got invasive species. So something like whirling disease, which is a disease we don't want to spread, or invasive species like quagga mussels or zebra mussels, which, again, have microscopic life stages that we can easily transfer from one body to the next. So just awareness in the environment, too, of how our impacts are affecting it, and those are a couple.
And as a sportsman, how can we better ourselves in educating?
Well, obviously you have your sport fishing regulations, and in that guide they often have great information for the sportsman. Fish and Wildlife and Game offices have websites that have good information of recent updates on that kind of thing. The area that you hunt and fish in, talk with the bait and tackle dealerships and the other sportsmen out there. They'll have some information to share.
Well, thank you very much there, John. That's some great information. Now let's get back to some more Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
For more information on Bushnell's Trigger Effect, visit our website or Facebook. Now, back to the action.
The trackers just arrived. We were picking up the fresh tracks of the Eland bull, the two bulls that just went by. I feel like we gave a good shot on that first one. He gave a typical buck sign that was a good shoulder shot, so here we go. Hopefully we recover a big eland up here. Well, we found blood. It was a good hit, hopefully. Boy, I tell you, these trackers, their abilities to see this sign in this type of habitat is unsurpassed anywhere in the world, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, right there is some more blood. It's pink and full of foam, so I think it's a good lung shot there. And we're about 200 yards now on the track from where you shot it, and it's already walking, so it's not
already slowing down.
Yeah, I don't think it's far.
More Bushnell's Trigger Effect after these important messages.
What are you guys doing? Go home. Oh, big man with the paint can. You're not up to this. I knew you were spineless. I ain't worried. Enjoy the view. You're like a mile away. Yeah, you big chicken. Ah! Ooh! Savage 10 GRS and 10 BA Stealth. Out-of-the-box long-range performance that leaves you speechless.
My camo doesn't need the match, and I don't care about a deer's net score.
I won't be at your game Friday night.
I will keep looking at trail camera photos until this meeting is over.
For those who live to hunt and refuse to compromise, the new Trophy and Trophy Extreme binoculars, featuring the clarity of optics costing hundreds more and the industry's finest no questions asked lifetime warranty.
They're the optics your rich uncle would own if he wasn't such a pretentious fanboy.
This segment is brought to you by King's Camo. See the difference. Now, back to Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
Looks like the bull's come off of that main trail. He's gone off to the right here, so maybe that's a good sign. Awesome. Look at that. That is a big animal.
Look at his stuff as well. Well done. Well done. Thank you.
Well, Jan, I can't thank you enough. What a magnificent animal these eland are. I mean, we've been on them, 3 days now, chasing them around?
This is the third day, yeah.
Yeah, they've given us a slip. They're the largest eland, or the largest antelope species, right?
Yeah, it's the largest antelope. The Lord Derby is actually not family of the Well, it's the same family as the eland. They're
Yeah.
not related. It's a species on its own. But that's the largest antelope. Where in South Africa, or Southern Africa, the Cape Eland and Livingston Eland is the largest.
Well, I tell you, they are a tremendous animal to hunt. They are such a wary adversary. I got a huge amount of respect for these eland now. For an animal that's so big and living in such dense cover, it is so tough to get close to these guys. We figured it out this morning. We knew where they were, and you said we got to get set up. They're going to run by us here, and it worked out like clockwork.
Yeah, you made a good shot perfectly on the shoulder.
So Jan, like myself, I'm sure a lot of viewers don't understand what makes a good eland. Can you give us a little bit of pointers on what to look for in a good eland bull?
Well, first you have to look at the size of it. I
Yeah.
mean, the older the bull gets, he gets that character, which really makes a eland. The trophy is the age on it and the character.
Oh, for
and,
sure.
And one of it is, if you look at the tuff here in the front, this one has quite a good tuff.
Yeah.
Some is getting reddish color, others have more black, but this one have a big tuff. Then you look at the ridges on the horn. This one have quite heavy of the spiral. Heavy horns. I look at this one. It's about 34 inches, and you measure that right on this ridge. Coming around all the way to the tips. I see this one started to wear down on this one side a little bit, which I did not see when they came by, but it just shows me he's in his prime, maybe going over a little bit. And then the thickness of the neck, that blue stripe, and if you look at the dewlap here, that is quite part of it. The older they get, the bigger that dewlap gets. And you've shot an excellent trophy here.
Well, I tell you what, they are beautiful regardless of what size the horns are. A big mature eland bull is just a stunning creature. Thank you again, Jan. I'm sure everybody at home will be more well informed if they ever come to Select Safaris and hunt with you.
Yeah, and this is quite an old mature bull.
That's good. I'm very, very happy.
Me too.
Wow, Kent, I cannot believe the sheer size of that animal. I mean, they're comparable to our Canadian moose. When I walked up to that thing lying on the ground, it came up over my hip. Incredible.
Yeah, not only are they big, they are elusive. I mean, I truly underestimated the challenge it would take to find a big animal like that in that low brush country. But boy, can they move and hide, and they've got great eyesight, hearing, and they use the other animals to their benefit for sure. And I couldn't be happier. It was a wonderful trophy. But with that being said, our story here in Africa continues, so make sure you join us next week for more Bushnell's Trigger Effect in South Africa.
Canadian Wild Turkey Federation is a proud conservation partner of Bushnell's Trigger Effect. Taxidermy services for Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
Canadian smile, I'm freezing.
Some young bulls and watch out for branches.
Totally recorded that.
Not a boy.
And Jan is such a handsome guy on camera.
Thanks for that compliment.
Yeah, you betcha.
This has been a Thunder Boys production.